Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's see what the messages are. We had a Neptune shift out of Pisces into Aries officially forever. I mean, not forever, but in our lifetime. We won't see that again for another 164 years. Neptune returning to Pisces, that is. So let's see. We have some other shifts coming up as well. So you're feeling them. It's intense. Like ascension symptoms. In a way, disoriented, dizzy. You know, take care of your health. Drink water. Don't push yourself. It's like, imagine if you were in outer space for a long time. The re-entry back to planet Earth. It's something like that. Like you're trying to stabilize. Okay, so we have Teacher, Arnica, number 33, and number 51, Dragon's Blood, Anima Mundi. So Anima Mundi, that's the soul of the world. Okay, and then the Arnica is Teacher. Ooh, so we're learning things. So take a breath, take a second. You're needing to also integrate all of what you've learned in that Neptune and Pisces era, which was, I think, about 14 years with a few trial runs in Aries along the way, but it is official now. And then we have St. John's Wort. Radiance. So you're vibrating at a different level. You might not notice it, but people are noticing it in you. Where you kind of like almost startle people with your radiance, your powerful energy. So we're all getting used to these new ways of being. And they're going to keep coming. Okay, we've got significant full moon. I think it's February 1st. I'm not sure what sign that's in. Let me look that up. Okay. The next full moon. Okay. All right, so the next full moon, February 1st, 5:09 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States, and it's in the sign of Leo. Bold, expressive energy. So we've got a lot of fire that's starting to circulate. Okay, so fire horse is coming up too. And there's different types of fire. Let's talk about that for a second. Like, there's what we know, like an inferno, volcano, firestorm, fireplace. But candlelight is also a fire. So there can be, and this is a quite big flame we have here, but when I was lighting this candle earlier, the wick was really short, so it was fragile. Like that fire can go out quickly. So it's not always something that's destructive. It can be also something that needs nurturing so it doesn't go out. Okay, so take care of yourself. Again, Pisces. So we have self-discovery, and she has a torch lighting her path. That's a full moon behind her. So what are you looking for? And then we have a turning point. Okay, this reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. So things are shifting If you're leaving any kind of patterns, let's say unhealthy patterns, it's a minimum of 21 days to break that pattern and to reintroduce a healthy one. It's really, what is it, more like 160 days that it takes, which is about 4 months. So 160, maybe it was 120. It's about 3 or 4 months until it's like really out of your system or you've integrated something new. So do your, steadiness, right? And if you're coming out of tragedy or trauma that you're feeling in your body, give it a few months to settle, okay? All right, so let's see, the soul of the world, anima mundi. It's really that in-between space that Pisces knows so well. It's like you see things before others, but at the time, you're looked at as like crazy. And that's why it's important, keep things to yourself. Okay, we have King of Swords, air sign energy, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. So again, you're working on your own stability. Okay, 5s are when things change and you can feel like you're abandoned or left out in the cold or like what's going to happen. But the thing is, there's a lot of insight coming your way. You may even change careers with this King of Swords energy, like it's time now, that graduation, okay? 7 of Swords. So since this, it seems like a career, work, like level up, this isn't about like a lie, 7 of Swords, or sneak. It's about strategy. Like, what do you need to do to be prepared? Yeah, for this new beginning with the Fool energy. Get prepared. Okay, we have the World. So yeah, brand new cycle. Neptune in Aries. Eventually it'll be Saturn also in Aries. Fire horse, right? That fire horse, you can see that as Aries as well. A lot of fire. So it's getting out of your own head, your own thoughts. You have the Moon card, February 1st, full moon. Page of, I almost said wands, but this is a coin. 6 of wands. So it's like you're learning, around that full moon, you're going to learn that you won. That things are working out for you. As hard as they've felt, if you've been trudging and trudging and trudging in the snow, there's like a break. And you're like, oh, okay. It'll be okay. Or this is why I went through X, Y, Z. You needed to learn something, needed to master something as this King of Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords here too. So it's not to be taken lightly. There will be casualties, people, situations, places, things that you have to leave behind. And you have to do it with precision of a really sharp sword, sharp knife. You think of yourself as like a surgeon taking out what's not necessary. Okay. You want to do it, very precisely. It's not like butcher vibes. It's skillful. It's getting everything that you need away, taken out, and preserving what is good. Okay. 7 of Cups. So there are options. And it's really important to think about your own stability, your own independence. You know, from the past, like you're not tied to that anymore. So if you're working through complex PTSD in any way, remember that's your past. It's not happening in the present. And it does take time to loosen up that hold it has on you. But the best way to do it is to face it. It's like looking in a storm, like a buffalo running towards the storm, because you get out of it faster. Otherwise, it will chase you forever, right? So face those things, and there's a soberness to it. There's a lot of ways to cope, and it's choosing the healthy ways so that you don't become dependent on something that will, in a way, trap you mentally. So even if you do work with, like a psychiatrist or something like that, find out the exit strategy. Like, okay, I will take this, but temporarily, and then what? That's something that isn't talked about. It's like, oh, well, I've been taking this, but for how long? Do I need to take it till the end of time? And, if you have children, I heard this conversation the other day where there was this father who was so proud of his daughter getting on ADHD medication while she was, first year college. But then something hit me and I was like, well, yeah, that's great, but all of those types of pills, you're not supposed to drink alcohol with them for whatever reason. In ADHD medication, oftentimes it means you need to drink more in order to feel any kind of buzz. So it's like, if you don't talk to your children or the practitioner doesn't explain, okay, there's a reason why there's these label warnings and what that can do to someone long term. It's like, okay, yeah, you start taking ADHD medication in college, you're able to focus and all that. But then you add drinking on top of it, and then the next thing you know, you're an adult who cannot stop either. And then what does that create? Families with a lot of neglect, abandonment feelings, and that's a cycle that doesn't end. So really ask yourself and ask who's helping you, then what? Okay? Because sometimes we do need that extra support, but for how long, and what are the long-term effects of things that we do? There's always a healthy version, right? But we need to know what's going to happen either side. Because these shifts, these changes that you're going through, Pisces, it's very, very destabilizing. It's like learning a brand new language or living in a brand new culture that's so different from your own that you think you're being respectful, but you're actually being disrespectful. Like things like that. And it's the learning curve, right? So that's what this shows here. There's going to be confusion as things stabilize. So give yourself time to discover, okay, what works for you and what doesn't. What you can do for yourself, where you need, outside professional help, okay? It doesn't always have to do with health, physical things. It could be legal help. It could, a brand new business that you're not sure how to do things. It's asking those that have already done it. There's nothing new under the sun, and there's no reinventing the wheel. It's about learning and studying and making sure you have all of the information. Okay, let's pull one of these to close. Deception. Don't be fooled. New love. It's safe for you to love. So, take your time. Ask the questions. I feel like there's a little bit of hesitation, or a lot of hesitation, because you've had people deceive you, wear these masks, and you realize it was, them manipulating you in some way for their own gain. But you can't allow that. So take your time. This is not about rushing. And you have this open-heartedness that is felt by others. So make sure you have firm boundaries up so that people just can't come in and, siphon off of your energy. Because people can take advantage of vulnerability, especially in this destabilized few weeks, let's say a month, and then it'll take another month to settle. So don't make any big changes or any big commitments until you let the dust settle. All right, but really great reading, because there is a turning point here for you. And really turn on those King and Queen of Swords energies to make sure that you're not taken advantage of, or you don't miss something that's important for the future. Okay? And take it all in with compassion. It's not they're trying to get me. It's not that. It's just making sure your boundaries are clear for yourself. And that's something that, as a Pisces, you didn't have growing up. So it's learning how to have those boundaries in a healthy way. All right, but it all works out with the Six of Wands here. It's just learning. Yeah. Right? Learning about what's hidden. If we were all living in a single-celled organism, and then we zoom out, and then we see how big. There's a cartoon out there like that. I can't remember the name of it, but... All right, Pisces. Thanks for the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, hypes. There's a member thing too if you want to just support the channel regularly. And yeah, thank you for super thanks and all those wonderful things. Yeah, PayPal link in the description box as well. Thank you so much. It helps me too. All right. I love you, Pisces. We'll see you soon.